candidates running for Nigeria's president in 2023 must promise to deliver these 10 status symbols by end of his 8-year tenure. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. 1. The capacity to manufacture our own military hardware. People don't get it. People still don't understand it. I mean, it is very easy for someone to cram these things as like a poem or like whatever and come and recite it to you during the election. And at the end of the day, there is what they call 0.001 probability that he's going to do any of them. Is that not what we're seeing now? I mean, since democracy has actually been, embraced in Nigeria, we have hardly seen people do things as they really said during campaign after election. It does not happen. For that reason, we do not want anybody to come and tell us the insecurity, I will do it within 6 and 9 months. Tell us how you're going to do them. Tell us the research you have been making. Tell us about the solution you have been able to brainstorm with you and yours and how you have come out with. Give us a roadmap of how you are going to deal with these problems. It's not by coming to say, the economy, I'm going to make it thrive, $1 to $1. How are you going to get it done? Tell us things that you will do. Tell us things that you will do if that your plan fails. Do you have any strategy B? Do you have strategy C? What exactly and what exactly? The people you're going to be working with, where are they going to be coming from? Who is going to be selecting them? Come and tell us things like, okay, concerning the economy of Nigeria that I've been looking at, I've been monitoring the policy, and it turns out that the policy that we have been making or we have been using for Nigeria's economy has not been okay, and this is the reason. And then also came across these policies, so and so policies, which we feel or which that you have concerted on, and it would make Nigeria better. Then you say, okay, these policies and that policy and that policies, and because you know that you are not an island, you will not work alone. If you're the president, you will need people. That you will go as far as going outside to bring in people that will help you in selecting professionals, those who know their onions very well, those who bring up policies and they study the economy and they're able to say for a fact and bring out for a fact that this and these policies are actually going to work. How, if they do not get the job done, this and this and this are going to do to them? How you will not stop until Nigeria's economy is better? Tell us things like that. Tell us, let us hear someone coming to say, oh, about insecurity, that they have actually, find out what exactly is causing the insecurity. That this and this and this are the things to do. This and this are the people he will be doing it with if he becomes the president of a country. This and this are going to be involved. Tell us. Give us a roadmap, not a super story, not a nursery rhyme, not a poem. Nigerians are tired of it. We need action and not words. The news in detail, please stay with us. There is simply no way you can provide security within your borders if you have to buy equipment on the international market. It is totally impossible to get the equipment you want at the price you want, in the specification you want, at the time you want, and in the quantities you want if you do not have a domestic manufacturing capability. 2. Every serious nation has at least globally acclaimed landmark that serves as an international tourist attraction. Be it Big Ben, the Statue of Liberty, the Taj Mahal, the Sydney Opera House, the Eiffel Tower, the Kremlin, the Brandenburg Gate, the Pyramids of Giza, the Kaaba, the Great Wall of China, Robben Island or Niagara Falls. 3. Any country that takes pride in securing and defending itself has one main battle tank. Once a year, in most cases at Independence Day, these tanks are rolled out in a show of national pride. They include US Abrams, UK Challenger, Russia T-90, Germany Leopard 2, Israel Mavaka, China ZTZ-99, India Arjun, etc. Nigeria is shamelessly still buying outdated T-72 battle ranks from Russia. I will wonder why Boko Haram is laughing at us. 4. Every nation takes pride in itself has one industrial conglomerate that serves as the bellwether of its manufacturing industry. Be it Siemens in Germany, Philips in the Netherlands, Rolls-Royce in the US, in the UK, Tata in India, Mitsubishi in Japan, Boeing in the US, the China Railway Construction Corporation or Renault in France, historically, they have always manufactured engines that power the economies and defense equipment. 5. Every self-respecting nation must be able to produce a mass-use local automobile, no matter how basic. When I look at Skoda in Czechoslovakia, Lada in Russia, Daewoo in South Korea, Proton in Malaysia, and Hyundai, I ask why Africa remains asleep. Watch China and India stick a mark on the global automobile market with the introduction of electronic cars over the next 10 years. 6. Now that the era of battleship is over and nobody is building destroyers anymore, in 2022, the Navy of every serious nation secures its maritime borders with an aircraft carrier. Very few people will sell you aircraft carriers, so you need to manufacture them yourself. Just imagine the security we would have in the Niger Delta if it was patrolled by an aircraft carrier with, say, 24 F-16s on board. 7. I find it hard to stomach the fact that no Nigerian city has a tube metro. Forget New York, London, Paris, Berlin, Tokyo, etc. for a minute and look at other developing nations. New Delhi, Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, Istanbul, Bogota, Rio de Janeiro, etc. are all now getting in on the act. How past Lagos state governments have been able to sleep in their beds at night knowing they have failed to deliver in this area is beyond me. 8. Any country that is serious about its future must be able to provide basic health care. People only travel abroad for specialist care that is unique. Ask yourselves, how many of Nigerian General Hospital have functioning accident and emergency wards? South Africa Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital used to be the largest in the world. Do you know it has 6,760 staff, 3,400 beds and occupied 170 acres? We struggle to maintain 300-bed hospitals. 9. Today, green and clean energy is now a status symbol. Nations are competing with each other to build the biggest solar farms, largest offshore and wind farms, and biggest recycling plants that convert waste to energy. Are we not ashamed of the fact that we are not participating in this human race? These are beautiful, but I maintain that all these things would not be functional if we don't have people who have